This is one of my family's favorite risottos. For us, we start by taking some nice sweet sausage with fennel, and we brown it up in the bottom of that risotto pan. The next key to risotto is that when you're cooking risotto, you're going to add warm liquid to hot toasted rice. Once the sausage comes out, we're going to start sweating out an onion, and then we're going to toast our rice. Once you start adding liquid to risotto, it takes exactly 18 minutes until the rice is al dente or to the tooth. So to the bottom of the pan, you would start with a little bit of olive oil, or you would take out your sausage if you're choosing to add that back in later. Then you're going to throw in your onions first, sweat them out, and then your rice. Give this a stir and let that start to cook down a bit. To the stock, whether I'm making vegetable, seafood, chicken stock, or beef stock, I always put one of the most valuable things in my kitchen, a Parmigiano cheese rind. This is a winter butternut squash risotto with a special spice blend, and it's going to have slow-cooked, very sweet, sugary, roasted garlic running through it. The blend is really fragrant, and to me, it smells like winter. It's cinnamon, cumin, and white pepper in combination with salt and pepper, of course. The white pepper, the cinnamon, and the cumin, I use about a half teaspoon of each of these. I use a little less ground ginger and freshly grated nutmeg, and I add a little fennel pollen, or you can use fennel seed. We put the squash into the food processor to puree it. I'm going to add the rice to the onions so that we can toast the rice. We'll do the rest when you come back. When finishing risotto, you always finish with butter and the addition of cheese, and that's how you finish the dish. That's just the way it's done. In this case, we're going to use a classic combo of crispy sage leaves and brown butter. So you start with a lot of butter in your skillet. Oh, we've got about 5 or 6 tablespoons here to finish our dish. So we're gonna use that to finish our rice at the end. We stir this rapidly and add our first liquid. White wine, about a cup, and let that completely absorb into the rice while you're stirring vigorously. And now we're going to start adding a few ladles at a time of chicken stock. Then you stir, stir, stir. Once that liquid completely absorbs, you add more liquid and continue to stir. We've got one almost done in the back. I'll show you right after this. So that's the last of our stock that tastes like Parmigiano Reggiano going into our beautiful vat of creamy rice. Now we're going to add all of the cool stuff. Here goes all of our roasted garlic. I know, it gets better. In goes our roasted squash with half of our spices. It's still gonna get better. And look at that beautiful color it turns. Oh my God. Ridiculous. In goes our brown butter. And our grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Oh. I almost can't think to like talk to you people. A little more cheese. Our sausage. If John's coming to your house, please don't skip the sausage. Our sausage with the butternut. I know. Our walnuts. The rest of our secret spice blend, now known to the world. Some of our crispy sage leaves. It's stupid, right? You're like, when is she gonna stop? And then this vat of creamy, delicious, cheesy, nutty, buttery deliciousness goes into the bowl. Oh, that's a heavy baby. And then more water.